These are the 10 vehicles that are selling the fastest at dealerships in the United States market, according to current statistics. That is, they disappear like hotcakes, while others sit around collecting dust for weeks or even months. These really fly off the lot. So if you're looking to change your vehicle soon, this is really important for you, because the inventory is scarce due to the high demand. They're highly sought after. And if you're selling yours and it turns out to be one of these 10, two things can happen. Both are positive for you. One, you'll be able to sell it at a good price because they're so sought after. If you take it to the dealership, as a trade-in or for exchange to get another vehicle, or trade as they call it here, it's very likely that you'll be able to negotiate it very well. And I recommend you stay until the end because besides this top 10, I have a bonus that will surprise you. Welcome. As the dermatologist would say, let's get straight to the point with number 10, the 2025 Subaru WRX, which is flying off the shelves. Dealerships only have a 40-day supply. The reason is that it's manufactured in Japan. And with the new tariff on imported cars, many people are getting ahead of a possible price increase. In other words, they're anticipating it. With an average price of $37,073, you get 271 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and a manual transmission. What enthusiasts love just when it's becoming hard to find. Now let's move on to number 9, Toyota Sienna, a Toyota Sienna minivan, 2025. The favorite minivan for those who really need space and reliability. With more than 13,600 units sold in a month and a half and only 37 days of inventory, the Sienna continues to be a magnet for families. It has capacity for 8 passengers, captain's chairs in the second row, and an average price of $52,016. The key lies in its reliability and extremely high resale value. And we're going to keep seeing what other vehicles from the Toyota brand, which are known for their reliability, are on this list. In 8th place, it's a close relative of Toyota. The Lexus GX 2025, which was recently completely redesigned, is now bigger, more comfortable, and much more capable. The new GX is exclusively made in Japan, making it subject to the tariff. With 3,549 units sold in 45 days and just 38 days of inventory. So is there a rush to get it? It has 349 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and a 10-speed transmission. The average price for this Lexus, Toyota's premium brand, is a bit higher. It's at $79,250, almost $80,000. All right, which one is at number 7? At number 7, I happen to have this one this week, but it's the M version of the BMW X6 2025, and this one I'm looking at right there in this video, making a point of view style video. This is the M competition, so it's a version, but a really fun one. What I can tell you is that it doesn't just fly at the dealership, it literally flies on the road. It's practically made for the track. I launched this BMW X6 M competition from 0 to 60 miles per hour. It may not have been under 4 seconds, but that's what this vehicle can do. And it looks European, but this luxury sport utility vehicle is assembled in South Carolina in the United States. So the question is it exempt from the new tariffs? Not entirely. Many parts still come from Germany, which could make its production more expensive. 781 units have been sold, but with an inventory of only 40 days. It's another scarce model. The average price is nearly $89,417. It's not cheap, but those who want it seek it out, and those who seek find it. Let's move on to number 6 now. Who's there? Another one from the Toyota family, the Toyota Camry, which is practically a uniform around here on the streets. Almost everyone has one. The 2025 Camry, and this year it only comes as a hybrid model. That's one of the things that also happened with the recreational activity vehicle. 4, but we'll talk about that later. The Camry is selling really fast. It's still number 1 in sales, with over 44,000 units sold, and an offer of only 36 days. What do I mean when I say an offer of only 36 days? That means that, on average, here at the dealerships in the United States, the vehicle arrives from the manufacturer, is placed at the dealer, and only lasts 36 days. Nationwide, that's a pretty convincing figure. They're flying off pretty quickly. It's assembled at Toyota's Kentucky plant, but many parts come from Japan, so it's not 100% free from tariffs. You can get the base price at $29,495. The average sale price is around $35,000, which is what most people are paying. It's not cheap, but it's not too expensive either. Still, it's a safe bet. This is the Toyota Camry. All right, and what if this kind of information helps you make a better decision about which vehicle to buy? Or also, as I talk about very often on my channel, find out which vehicles break down or have mechanical problems, or learn about the latest releases. Subscribe to this channel now. Yes, because if you don't, the algorithm might not show you my videos consistently. So maybe you won't hear from me again after watching this video. If this is the first time you're seeing me, I invite you to subscribe today. It doesn't cost anything. Let's continue. Vehicle number 5 is an American truck. How many Americans do we have so far? I think this is the first one, right? Yes. The General Motors Company Yukon 2025. This General Motors Company, which is a big favorite, especially among my audience, and it's also a big favorite among sport utility vehicle buyers. Full size. It's assembled at the Texas plant, but it depends on global suppliers. With 5,616 units sold and just 34 days of inventory. It's another model that's not lasting on the showroom floor, and it's not cheap. The new changes in versions like the Elevation and the Denali Ultimate have renewed interest, although the average price is already around $85,000. We're entering pretty high territory. All right, at number 4, who's it going to be? Another Toyota? Which one? The Toyota Highlander 2025. The Highlander, not the Grand Highlander. It didn't change much this year, but it doesn't need to. Reliability, efficiency, and space are still its greatest strengths. More than 52,000 units have been sold, with only 34 days of supply on the market. It's assembled in Indiana and maintains its competitiveness, with small technological adjustments. Average price people are paying here in the United States for the Highlander, $46,000. How much does it sell for in your country? For those watching me from other countries where the Highlander is available, about how much is it selling for? We can compare here at $46,000, as I mentioned. Share the prices of any other vehicles I mentioned in the comments. We can use them as reference points in our discussion. In third place, who's there? Well, guess which brand? What do we have here? Another Toyota. It's the Toyota Corolla Cross. 2025 because, well, it's practical, it's efficient. Up to 32 miles per gallon or 13.6 kilometers per liter, it's affordable and reliable. The Toyota Corolla Cross has already sold over 31,000 units. With just 33 days of inventory, the Toyota Corolla Cross practically flies off the lot in almost a month. Its price is around $29,000, and it's perfect for those who are looking for something functional without making life too complicated. All right, now let's move on to number 2. But if you're about to buy a vehicle, I recommend that when you go to the dealer, keep your mouth shut, don't open it. That's the recommendation I make. And it's actually the title of my book called Keep Your Mouth Shut at the Dealer, which gives you advice on things you shouldn't say, so they don't take advantage of you, and that way you can make a good deal. Even with these highly sought-after cars that are in great demand and don't last long in dealer inventories. With the book Shut Your Mouth at the Dealer, you'll be able to go well-informed and well-prepared to make a good deal. Very good. Which one is number 2? Another Toyota is the 2025, which remains the king of compact SUVs. The 2026 model was recently released a few days ago, which looks nice, but it's only a hybrid version. Share your thoughts in the comments on the new hybrid model shown in these images. What's your opinion on their decision to go fully hybrid? The recreational activity vehicle 4 is now only available as a hybrid, with no gasoline-only option. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you like it? You don't like it? Does it convince you? No? I'd also like to know what you think. Well, the recreational activity vehicle 4 with almost 62,000 units sold in just 32 days of inventory. The recreational activity vehicle 4 hybrid is an easy sell, boasting up to 40 miles per gallon or 17 kilometers per liter. Good resale value. It's really one of those with what they call here the resale value, one of the best when it comes to reselling. And it's assembled at the plant in Kentucky, Canada, or Japan, depending on the version. The average price is $37,770. We've reached number 1, drumroll. Although, well, almost all of them are there, with a presence at the dealerships. The number of days on the market is very similar. We're talking about between 30 and 40 days. What's number 1? Well, it's the Lexus RX, more from the Toyota family. Why is that? It's like it was the Oscars, practically. Toyota swept almost all the awards because, look, Lexus and Toyotas dominate the vehicles that are selling the most in the United States. And in another video, we're really going to talk about whether what's happening with Toyota these days is simply a result of the reputation they've built over many years. Reliable, durable vehicles with few mechanical issues and practical design. Or can we also talk about the little problems? Because they're having some challenges, especially after 2023 from then on, some challenges. So a lot of this fame and reputation is helping them. But anyway, I'll leave that for another video where I'll talk in depth about Toyota, so don't miss it and stay tuned to my channel. Well, the Lexus RX #1, efficiency and reliability. With 6,415 units sold and an inventory of only 31 days, it's one of the most sought after. It offers up to 36 miles per gallon in fuel economy, and that's 15.3 kilometers per liter. It's assembled in Ontario, Canada, and has an average price of $62,710. It's a pretty solid investment in a complicated market, and it has great resale value. All right, those were the 10, but I told you I had a bonus. Well, guess what? What brand is it? Toyota. No, it's not Toyota, but it's Lexus. It's still part of the family. They swept the Oscars today. The 2025 Lexus NX Hybrid isn't in that top 10, but it could be, because the NX, the Hybrid, sells just as fast as the RX. But with one detail. If the tariff is fully passed on to the buyer, the price, pay attention to this, could go up by as much as $13,000 more. That's why a lot of people are rushing to buy it. And today it has an average price of $53,000 and is only on the market for 28 days. Do you buy it now or wait for it to go up? That's why many people are rushing. They're running before it disappears and before the price goes up. That's one of the main triggers or motivators for people to go and move the Lexus market. Because they understand that soon, with all this political turmoil going on, prices could skyrocket. All right, there you have it. The 1110 models first, and then the Lexus NX, which are selling faster in the United States. Which one surprised you the most? Have you already seen any of these disappear from the dealerships in your area, from the dealers in your city? Well, or have you bought any of these models this year? Let me know in the comments. Maybe you have the previous model. Is it still the previous model? If these are in demand, a 2024 or 2023 model could also be a good deal for you. I mean, whether you trade it in, do the trade deal as they call it here, or sell it on your own. Because, they're really, really sought after. Share your experience with these models, if any, and your overall thoughts on this list. All right, give it a like. If you enjoyed this content, if it helps you out, subscribe for more real data about the automotive market. As mentioned, I'll see you in the next video. Sending a big hug